General Motors gets beat up in China. The company is taking a $5 billion hit as it downsizes its China business. Here's more on that story.
General Motors says it'll take a $5 billion hit from its China business. It's shutting down factories and expecting to sell fewer cars. CFO Paul Jacobson says the company's China business will continue despite the hardships.
We expect that we'll be able to put in a position where we're continuing to target being profitable again next year. Like I said, on a much smaller scale.
In the past decade, GM reliably made $2 billion a year in profit from China. Now it's getting beat up.
Every brand's getting beat up in China. What China does that we don't do here in the U.S., or most countries don't do, is they subsidize the sale of vehicles. Instead of a $60,000 car, they might offer it for $32,000. And what customer wouldn't say, well, geez, I could almost buy two of these?
Auto expert Lauren Fix says foreign brands are struggling against native brands because the native brands are subsidized by the Chinese Communist Party. Brands like BYD were once considered inferior, but now Chinese consumers prefer them over cars from GM.
As demand falls off, they'll have to make a decision. So some brands have already moved to the third largest marketplace, which is India, because they know they can sell vehicles.
GM has already left India, as well as Europe, Australia, and parts of Southeast Asia. If it were to leave China, it would be heavily dependent on North America, its primary market.